Pasulyap-sulyap ka't kunwari. Where do I even start, man? So, I would like to, rant. This is an internet rant. So, probably a midlife crisis at this point. But I am in the point where I'm having doubts if I still continue this thing. Or not really. Or yeah, it's kind of hard. Um, I am doubting myself if I can keep up with this world because it demands a lot, and it's just that um I really want to do a lot of things for myself and for the people that are around me, and I think it's hard to keep up with the pace of the world because it is fast. And I'm not blaming anyone for you know but it could have been better if you know uh there are certain advantages that I can or they have provide around me as life goes on. So for any of you that who doesn't know me, I just graduated college 6 months ago. It's yeah, it's the thing that I thought that I would never finish because at some point in life, I wish I could have quit at that point. There's a time where I want to do other stuff like working in a BPO company, but luckily my mom was able to stop me. And short story, long story short, I made it here. I graduated. All the highs and lows of life. Beyond is in the past right now that I was able to conquer somehow those problems and the challenges that life gives. And it's just fulfilling to know that whenever, but when you have a certain challenges and waves in front of you, it's just hard to head on to them and just function like a normal human being. But yeah, at some point, I just want to have this luxurious life and have this everything that I've prayed for, but I'm not there yet. A lot of challenges ahead that, you know, it's really hard to explain that, but I'm just having my faith right now that better days will come. I guess that's just my mantra for that. Every time that there's a set of problems that trying to shake me, better days will come, and that's absolutely true. And one thing that I want to really talk about in this uh video is that pursuing your passions is not probably practical, because it's really hard to how can you even provide and help the ones that are around you, especially if you have, family and all that, because not everyone is privileged to pursue their passion, and I am doing it right now, and I'm kind of there where I am privileged to do these things, even though as of right now it's not really working out, but I'm trying to, how can I, do it so that one day, I'm gonna thank myself that I'm able to provide and earn in a way that I want to. So yeah, it's kind of hard, but I am thinking of ways not really going into the corporate stuff, which is the 9 to 5, the typical ways of people or the society itself. But it's also hard to be on this side, if you choose to work for yourself, if if it's gonna work out. So yeah, I'm stuck between there, but I'm currently, trying some ways to evolve my content and improve my content, and hopefully by this year it's gonna be a it's gonna be, abundance and in everything that I do. But yeah, I'm open to a lot of things. And also, even though I do have plans for myself, you cannot, what's destined for you will come to you, and the things that are meant for you, I believe that it will come to you at some point in your life if you make opportunities for yourself to, seek those opportunities, and just basically doing your best to live this life. It's really a good thing to have that, you know, gratitude towards the things that you do, that you passionately do, and you are not doing it because it will benefit you back, like there's an unconditional things that you do towards these things, that you are not really looking for any reciprocation, if that's the term. If I give, it's okay to just give, with these things that I am currently doing and passionately doing. But yeah, it gives me some doubts if am I able to reach these things. But honestly, I don't want to talk about negatively, but I am in a good position right now compared to the version of me that's always wasted, always drunk, always blackout. And that's the thing that I always want to leave behind. The version of me that's, you know, um, like there's no tomorrow. Like I'm gonna drunk myself out on a night out or a drink that's that's gonna ruin my body. And as of right now, I'm trying to be healthy for everyday performance, so I can, function as a human being. And leaving all these bad habits is one of the things that I made, or one of the changes that I made, going into this in my 20s. There's a lot happened there, and I was able to make adjustment and changes with the habits, because you are what you tolerate. if you tolerate these bad vices to yourself and to your friends, you you are definitely like that, you know. So yeah, because I got to a point where it's just that um I used it as a coping mechanism, and I think that was bad to do it, you know. So yeah, um when I look back on the things that, you know, when I have a certain set of problems, how do I deal with them in the past and how do I deal with them in my sobriety right now is just different. Whenever that I have those thoughts, negative thoughts, emotions, that feeling overwhelmed and all these things that you can put towards your mind, you know. In the past, I was just using, as I said, using alcohol as a coping mechanism, and the substance, the vape, and that stuff. It was unhealthy. It was unhealthy. And looking back or looking forward into these days where whenever that I have those set of problems, I have my journal here, and you know, I am trying to write it down, also make a video about it. Some are private, some public, you know. So if you may see this thing, it's good. I mean, I'm just a man struggling, and I hope that you are not, and you might learn a thing or two from me. And I don't suggest, you know, draining or drowning yourself with alcohol or any other substance that, you know, just using it as an escape. You might use a pen or paper, you might walk outside, you might do some hobbies, you know. And I know it's really hard to do that whenever that you are in a state where you can't really function, you know. It's hard to just get up in the bed and just do some hobby, you know. But luckily for me, I was able to, you know, wake up and do my run every single day. And yeah, that's the thing that I'm grateful for whenever that I am able to run. It's just that this is the best day of my life, you know, whenever that I released some dopamine, whenever that I hit the roads, just hit my workouts, you know. And that's one thing that I suggest if you have a lot of unhealthy habits that, you know, you use as an escapism. And yeah, basically just find something that might help you, a friend maybe. And yeah, yapping also might help, you know, because if you are social, or you are connected to outside world, to some friends that you really trust, that's really a good yapping session. And maybe you can do this too, you know, make it private, talk to yourself, something like that. And I'm not really being hard on myself right now, but you know, I'm just, you know, tapping myself back in the back, and just glowing in the brighter side of things, that I am grateful that I have all these things around me, the people around me, and all that. And currently working on the things that I can, and, you know, do these things hopefully consistently soon, you know, every single day. So yeah, that's just basically me. And if you remember, I have said 100k subs in the previous video with my friend Nay. And yeah, that's a big ass goal, you know. And I hope that I can hit that 100k subs in the Philippines, as you know, as a creator, as someone that's really into making videos. I mean, that's this channel is not it, you know. I just made this to just talk, you know, just express myself, you know, and that. So if you ever wanna visit my running channel, which I'm currently working on, just give it a shot, or maybe a watch, or visit in the description box below. So yeah, that's it. That's just my internet rant, internet yap, whatever you may call it. I'm able to express my things. January's been tough, but I'm moving on the right direction, and hopefully not to burn out myself, as you know, 300 plus days once again. And I hope that I can get a lot of stuff out there and make the most out of it. That's just it, and I'll see you guys on to the next Yapping Byron. Peace out. I'm gonna tap my back for that, man. That was a good yap, you know.